Okay, Programming 11, I have for you 6 different animations for you to try to make. All of these circles, I guess except for the growing one here, they're 200 by 200 and they are moving in different ways. So I'll just highlight each one. This one over here, of course the circle is going from the top to the bottom. Don't worry about the exact speed. I'm not worried if you get the speed right or not. Just get the pattern of movement correct. Most of them are like moving by 1 pixel each frame. And then we got this one here where it's moving backwards. It's kind of the opposite of what we did in our example. So think about using subtraction instead of addition to make that one work. And also, where should it start and end and stuff. Another thing to think about is, what is the condition to bring it back? It's not going to be a greater than condition. It'll actually be a less than. So think about how you might code that in. Because, you know, when the x coordinate gets to a minimum number, like when it gets lower, that's when it's going to trigger. Over here we have the size of the circle is changing. So think about what is the starting point and ending point of the circle's size, and think about what is the condition for that. We have another one over here. This is diagonal movement, so both x and y are changing. This one here, it's growing and moving at the same time. It's moving a lot faster. I think it's moving 5 pixels at a time. It doesn't really matter too much, but if you go too slow, it will never get off screen. So that's why I do that. And then look at this one over here. 2 circles at the same time. Whoa, madness. So that's going to be a good challenging one to do at the end. You'll need to have 2 separate variables for actually many of these different possible things. You'll need 2 variables and plug them into different places. In case you're wondering about that, maybe I'll just pull up, here's an example we were working with before. Hey, what if you wanted to have 2 variables? It's no problem. You can just make a second variable. You can make like something like this. If you want, you can just go down the line and declare another one. You can put a comma, so y comma g or something, or y comma x, or you can just a whole bunch of new variables, declare them all on the same line as long as they're all ints, which ours are always going to be. And then you can just add a new starting value for that variable. So if we made an x variable as well, then we can also initialize x to its own starting value, and we can plug x into another place. You could have a separate line for changing x, so x can also change, or whatever variable you want to have happen. For the greater than sign, I was mentioning earlier, when it's going the other way, you might need to use the less than sign. Just be aware that you can use greater than, less than. This is greater than or equal to. This is less than or equal to. And you can even check to see if it's equal. Exactly. It's 2 equal signs. And you might be like, why not just 1? Because that's already taken. That's the assignment operator for assigning values. That's for checking if something is exactly equal to a particular value. For the most part, we'll be using these ones here, greater than or less than. So that's the story. So that's your activity. I wish you the best of luck in creating these 6 different animations. This was a little hard to see over here. And that's sort of the end of class. And so at the beginning of Friday's class, if you are a face-to-face person, you can save each of these as separate sketches, and you can show me at the beginning of class on Friday. If you are a online person in block 1-2, then I'm just going to take it, I'm going to assume that you got it to work. If you didn't get it to work, if there's any one of these that were difficult for you, then you should definitely reach out to me, and I'm going to show the answers on Friday's videos. So if you don't actually try them and you just watch the answers, you won't get as much out of it. You won't really learn too much about animation. So that's what's going on for today. You have the rest of the class to work on it if you're in the face-to-face 1-1 class, and if you're in 1-2, then just try and get this done by Friday and take a look at the answers on Friday. Okay, everybody, have yourselves a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.